You know what? Let's talk about more about them kind of in our
Yeah,
post call because it's
we
an
can.
interesting topic. We can kind of delve into that in a little bit of fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the last thing that he talks about to create superfans is offering platinum access, which is basically just offering a VIP type experience. But the thing is, like, I think the big thing with that is you have to, in order to offer a good VIP experience, your base experience has to also be good. You can't just say, "All right, there's a, you know what? No, no. There's the Fire Festival is a phenomenal example of this.
Okay.
If anybody has paid attention to Fire, it was it was basically a scam. This guy was going on and on and on about trying about getting people to come to an island to have this amazing experience with food, with music and stuff. It was basically going to be like a beyond Coachella thing, beyond Burning Man thing, like much bigger than better than that. And so
Ooh.
he sold tons of VIP experience things and stuff like that. Um, but what ended up happening is when people got to that island, they were sleeping in tents and they were getting like these little boxed lunches
Oh
when they
boy.
were like promised these massive food spreads and stuff.
Hmm.
And so it's like all these massive, huge celebrities sleeping in tents on an island,
With
like four or
lunchboxes,
five, yeah, with
with a
that.
bag,
And
brown bag lunch.
yep, yep. And they had spent so much money on it. And it's just like, wow.
So funny. You know, that's an experience, right? And sometimes
Yep.
it's hard to replicate something like that.
So, anyway, that's reason why I bring that up is because like the base experience, if your base experience is tents and stuff, and your VIP experience is a super massive hotel, that's not good. You don't want that disparity because people are going to be like,
No, no, I think that's fine. Oh, come on.
uh
No, no, that's seriously, that's fine as long as it's known, right? You have an event. There's one hotel in the area. First
huh.
come, first serve VIP, and the rest of you guys are getting tents. Enjoy it or not. It's
Well,
like a concert, right? You got the
you do get
nice,
that with certain concerts, yes.
yeah, with almost every concert. I mean, come on.
It's like Taylor
So
Swift and
what's the
Beyonce.
difference,
They're going to like football stadiums and stuff. Like
right?
I to be honest with you, these days I don't. I think live concerts when you get to a certain size are stupid, and I think
Ouch.
yeah. I'm being blunt here. And this is my opinion. And yes, I'm looking down on you if you are if you are a fan and you go to like these massive concerts. I think it's stupid because the problem is that for the vast majority of people, they're not going to be able to afford the um, the tickets that get you to a point where you can actually watch and see the person. Okay,
Hmm.
I think you are better off going to a movie theater and paying money to be at a theater to watch the concert at a theater where you get like videos and stuff and you can actually see the person than you are to go to these concerts because then you're sitting there in these like nosebleed seats and the person is like this tiny little speck and you can't
Hmm.
see them and you have to look at the jumbotron anyway to watch that person. I think you're wasting your money. I think it's dumb. I think it's just yeah.
Some of it's about the spiritual experience, about being around the group of
I
people,
understand.
the just the pure energy that you can't get in a thing, even if you can't really see. Because I'm still on the beehive kick, right? So,
Even though you
um,
can't see Queen Bee.
you're right. I can't see Queen Bee, but I know the trail is out there. I got all the other bees buzzing, right? I got good energy. There's beautiful girls bouncing around. There's handsome guys bouncing around, right? I'm just happy as bee as you can imagine. I mean, and
uh-huh.
if I paid 20, $80, I pay so much going to a
But the
theater that's just a recorded thing with no real energy.
But you're not
So,
really paying like 20 or $80. You're paying way more than
I mean, I got to do my research for my beehive, but whatever
that.
costs to be in the presence of that queen bee, I'm there.
I see, and I do understand the whole idea of you're at a concert and you've got thousands of people and you've got the energy, like all of that energy. I do understand that, but to me, I guess the point of going to a concert is being able to actually see the artist live and see them and be like and enjoy that. And I when you get to a certain size, it doesn't make sense to me. I think it's
Sometimes you
I
go
think
for
it's
the
dumb.
t-shirt.
There's that. No, I to me it doesn't do anything for me. It just does
Yeah,
not.
I know, and I get it, right? Us developers were the happiest people in the world when COVID locked everybody down.
No,
There was
because they
less
shut down the
traffic.
movie
There was,
theaters. I was so mad when they shut down the movie theaters. I was like,
oh, there it is. So some of us developers were happy when there's less traffic.
yep, sure. All right. So moving on. He finishes this out with a couple of tips to watch out when you create super fans because there's like a dark side to it as well. Um,
Oh, can you imagine?
oh yeah. So one trap number one is he says you get a chip on your shoulder. I kind of look at it as you get an ego. I think that's the
I mean,
better
it's the
way to
same thing with the Disney people at the cafe,
go for it.
at the cafeteria. You
Yeah,
don't think? Chip,
maybe.
over big ego. I'm too beautiful to be here right now,
Yeah.
which would be true, but you're here and you're more beautiful. So,
hmm
I mean,
hmm
go with
And don't
it.
you forget it.
Right. Right. So it's easy to let money go to your head. Fame is one thing. Try letting money not go to your head.
Yeah, no, it's difficult. Um, I mean, he tells a story about a professional football player, and like that's very true. You see that all the time with the professional football players.
All right.
They let the money
And
go to
these are
their head.
kids too. So,
Well, yeah, and that's my favorite financial person to talk about, Dave Ramsey. Um, I he's not. I mean, I enjoy his stuff, but whatever. He gets called in a lot, or his company gets called in a lot to speak to these professional athletes, specifically the ones who are just coming out of college and signing these contracts. And he gets called in a lot to, um, excuse me, to talk to them about handling finances and stuff because a lot of it is that you don't like you just you get a ton of money right off the bat. You don't know how to handle it. There's just nothing, nothing you can do. You have no idea what to do. You have no idea how you're getting $1 million a year. It's this massive jump, and you sit there and you think to yourself, "Oh my gosh, I can go and spend it all," and they do, and they end up in horrible financial situations because the money gets to their head and they get
yeah.
this massive ego and they think to themselves, "Oh, I'm worth $1 million. I'm worth way more than that." Uh,
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
maybe they are.
yeah, maybe they are, but maybe they're not. I
Right.
remember. Do you ever see the movie Jerry Maguire?
Uh, I don't think so.
Tom Cruise. Um, you complete me. That's the biggest line from it. You had me at hello.
I mean, hello.
Yeah, the big scene in that is like he's estranged from his wife because he's trying to start this or work on create this sports agency, and it's just him and his wife. Like they love each other and everything, and but they end up estranged because his company, his business and everything's like taking up all of his time and his focus and everything, and he forgets that like he needs to be with her, and he should be
Uh-huh.
with her. And so at the very end, or close to the very end, the two he walks in to like say, "You are my world. You are everything. You," and he very specifically, he's like, "You complete me." And it's this whole speech about how he's like, "I screwed up. I need to be focused on you. I need to be all of that other stuff is blah blah blah." It's a great
Uh-huh.
speech,
Yep.
and he says that, and then she says, "Shut up, shut up. You had me at hello." It's like it,
Bro.
it's a touching scene, but it's not touching at the same time because
Is
it's
it
just like,
contrived a little bit?
yeah, yeah. And this
Right.
is the '80s, so
Yeah, I remember the 80s. It would have been like, hey, honey, it's okay, right? You just keep working because my boyfriend really appreciates all the toys.
oh, there's anyway. We can talk about something else later. But anyway, but one of the characters in the movie that he represents is a sports guy or a running back at on one of the football teams, and the guy has a massive ego and is like, "I'm worth so much more," blah 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 blah. And Jerry Maguire is like represents him, and so it's Jerry Maguire's job to like go and work hard to try to get him a good contract. But the
Mhm.
problem is like the guy is not as good as he thinks he is. He just
Uh-huh.
isn't,
Uh-huh.
and so he can't like Jerry Maguire can't get him all of that money. But it's like it's kind of like what we're talking about here, where this guy is just he's just got such a massive ego about himself that nobody wants to be around him, nobody wants to play with him, nobody likes him. He's just,
Uh-huh.
but it's just because he's got an ego. So anyway,
Huh. And a good agent.
well, no.
No. Uh,
It's just I highly recommend going back and watching the movie. It is a good movie. It's a classic for a
yep.
reason.
I gotta watch some classics.
Hmm.
It's from the
Anyway,
90s.
is it the '90s? I thought it was the '80s. '96 maybe, if it's in the
Uh,
'90s.
I thought I saw the 90s. Let me see. 96 is a solid 90s.
Yeah, I know. If it's in the '90s, it's '96. If it's in the '80s, it's like '88 or '89. Because he has
So, yeah,
computers.
96, I think.
Um. Okay, so let's finish this out. Let me finish this.
Get her done.
Yeah, let's just finish. Another trap that he talks about is you don't plan properly, so like you what he talks about how okay he like kept hitting his email client or his email list with promotion after promotion after promotion after promotion, which people got tired of it and got frustrated by it, and it's like, oh, that doesn't help. um so like you what he ended up doing is planning like out the email content for an entire year so that they could figure out when the best time to send promotions out was,
Hmm.
which works. I think that's great. I'm trying to figure out how to do that myself.
Well,
Content
you have to.
planning.
Yours is seasonal.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's big time seasonal. I'm already
But you know what?
thinking about.
Even mine is seasonal
Yeah,
for
that's
development.
very true.
Is
Yes,
because
it
people
is.
have stages where they get funded and where they do this. So the bigger players are more organized.
Mm-hmm.
Freelance, innovators, they're anytime, right?
Yep.
Because people are always creative. But
Yep.
once they get to a certain maturity, then they also even become schedule. They start scheduling their whole world.
Yep. Exactly.